was always excited when a friend came to visit. And he was even more excited when that friend was one of his favorite people in the whole world.
Whoa! Let me guess. Great Aunt Sylvia's here?
Oh, my favorite nephews. Oh.
So, how have you been, Aunt Sylvia?
Oh, fine. I just got back from the Galapagos Islands. Now, you know how those dolphins love to race.
Was it fun?
You bet. I won. Oh, and I have presents for both of you. Now, I know how you love your mystery novels.
Oh, thanks.
And for George... Well, now go ahead and open it. It's a front loader. I drove the real thing when I worked in construction, and this one's the perfect size for a monkey.
Well, what do you say, George?
George could just imagine all the things he could do with his new front loader. It would be great for making mud pies. He could use it in winter and summer. This was one of the best toys George had ever seen. Now he just needed something to pick up. George's new front loader wasn't doing a very good job of front loading.
Well, it's not you, George. It's the toy. Something's wrong with it. Well, it's just one problem that's easy to solve. We'll just trade it in for another one. Excuse me? There seems to be a problem with this toy, and we'd like to exchange it for a new one.
Oh, I am so sorry, folks, but everybody's bringing this one back. It looks like this toy is just defective.
Looks like we'll just have to go to the source of the problem. Let's see here. Made by Dinwoody Delights?
Oh, that's just across the city.
Well, then let's just pay them a visit. Maybe they can fix the problem.
I have some fossils to sort. Think you two can handle it?
Of course, you run along, George, and I will take care of this. Right, George?
Douglas Dinwoody. Welcome to my factory. We've never had a monkey visit us before. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, you see, we have a problem with one of your toys.
Problem? What do you mean? It's not the bubble blower that blows backward bubbles, is it? Or the remote control car that only goes in a circle? Ooh, dizzy. Because those were supposed to be taken off the shelves months ago.
No, actually, I bought this for George, but it won't pick anything up.
I see. Well, if it's a defective toy, we'll have to issue a recall. Come with me. Now, we make lots of toys. Most of them work well, but once in a while, something goes a little wrong. Oh, well, just drop it off here with the rest of them.
You don't want to figure out a way to fix it?
Oh, I plan to. I'm just, well, so busy now. But as soon as I get some time, I plan to finally fix all of these.
Mm-hmm. How soon will that be?
Oh, at this rate, not for years, I'm afraid.
George had fixed lots of things before. Maybe there was a way he could help fix Mr. Dinwiddie's toy.
Great idea, George. Mind if we take a crack at fixing it?
Well, sure, have at it. The Dinwiddie front loader is all yours.
Thanks. Well, looks like we have our work cut out for us, partner. It's just a ball. How could it be defective? Whoa, Doc! Sorry I asked. Well, nothing to do but roll up our sleeves and start fixing this thing. Are you ready? Now, before we begin, we need to protect ourselves.
George tried to remember how a real front loader worked. Of course, if the scoop faced upward, then things wouldn't fall out.
Hang on, I have just the thing. Now, oh, where did I put that thing? Ah, here it is. Never leave home without an adjustable wrench. I've also got pickles. Want some? Now the toys are staying in there. I'll hold, and you tighten.
The front loader worked great now, except for one thing. George couldn't get toys into the scoop. George thought about the real front loader again. The scoop needed to be able to tilt.
You're right, George. Looks like we need to loosen things up.
Now the scoop could move. Now to lift the arm.
Well, that didn't work, but I think we're onto something.
George knew Aunt Sylvia was right. They needed a way to make the scoop move.
Great idea.
There was only one problem. How could George steer?
Now, don't you be discouraged. Reworking and revising is what engineering is all about. I learned that when I designed roller coasters. Sometimes you have to sit through a lot of slow rides before you can zoom.
What else could he use to control the scoop? George couldn't find a place to attach the rope.
Oh, that's no problem. Luckily, I've got Sheila. My drill. Isn't she a beauty? Perfect.
Now to see if it worked.
wonderful.
You fixed it. I'm gonna get my toy makers right on it. Do you mind if I use this as a sample?
Go right ahead. Well, partner, looks like it's mission accomplished.
Before long, George had his front loader back, and it worked like a dream.
That's it. That's it. Bring her in.
Their work was just one small step for a monkey and his aunt.
There you go. Good job, George.
But one giant leap for Mud Pies. It was a beautiful day in the country. For George, it was the perfect kind of day to go to a fair.
George, okay, you've got your sunglasses, your water bottle. I can't think of anything else we need.
It's fair time!
Allie, what's with all the stuff?
It's my school fair survival kit. I got everything I need to have the best fair day ever. Ah! I got water, suntan lotion, mustard, ketchup, chair, tissues. This is to hold my lemonade.
And what's in the backpack?
Nothing. It's empty.
Why are you bringing an empty backpack?
Well, you never know what'll happen at a fair. One day I brought home a pet pig.
What should we do first?
Let's see. There's a craft table over there. I see face painting. Wow! Look at that bear!
We'll be here all weekend.
Let's go! There he is! Dr. Percival Higginbotham. I named him on the walk over.
Step right up to Mr. Quint's Duck Game.
Wow!
Well, hello there.
Hi, Mr. Quint. Wow. How do we play it?
Well, you knocked down all 7 ducks, and the bear is yours.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Have fun.
George, get ready to count.
Counting the successful tosses was easy for George because Allie didn't have any.
I'm just getting warmed up. Let me try that again. Oh, how can this be so hard? Oh, well. I guess I better give someone else a chance.
Now, you can come back later, you know. We'll be here all weekend.
How could something that looks so easy be so hard?
George knew why Allie didn't knock down the ducks. She needed practice. First, George would build a practice game for Allie. He just needed some ducks, but he only had 1 rubber duck. Where could he get 7 ducks that looked alike? There must be something he could use to make some ducks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ducks. And then, George filled some bags with rice for Allie to throw. George knew that anyone could get better with practice.
All right, but I'm telling you, if I throw this, there's no way I'm gonna knock down a cardboard. Duck! Ah! Hey! Did I do that? while I'm ahead. Okay. Oh, missed again. Okay. Hey, I think I got the hang of it.
You ready?
You bet.
Ha! Great job! You knocked down one duck. Here's an eraser.
Oh, thanks. How come I'm a good duck knocker downer on your yard game, but terrible here?
Allie had a good point. What was the difference between there and here? Of course, when Allie had practiced at home, the cardboard ducks weren't moving. But how could he get them to move?
Ah, you wanted to see how the conveyor belt works. Well, you see, this belt is continuous. It makes a loop around these wheels. So when the machine is on, the belt goes around and around. Yeah.
George liked the conveyor belt. How could he make one? Some belts would be a good start.
George, have you seen my... Oh, yeah, never mind.
Now he just needed some wheels to make it move.
You need wheels? Maybe my grandpa has some we could borrow. We could ride our trikes over. You want to ride over upside down? Well, we could try. George, that's a great idea.
After removing the fenders and tires, George had his conveyor belt. Now for the cardboard ducks. It was almost like the game at the fair, but there was something missing. That was better.
Oh, when the ducks move, it's harder to hit them. I don't think I'll ever be good at this.
It was working. Allie was getting better with practice.
Hey, it looks like you're ready to go back to the fair.
Stop that bear!
Time for one more game?
You've got 3 minutes.
Just enough time.
All right, Allie. Good job.
Oh, looks like somebody's been practicing.
She sure has.
Two ducks to go. George could hardly stand it. Just one duck left.
Almost, Allie.
You know, I'm not sure I can do this. Maybe we should just come back next year.
Just try.
You're right.
Way to go, Allie.
I did it! I mean, we did it. Here, George. This is for you. Sure, for helping me to become a good duck knocker downer. Oh.
Wow, that is very nice of you, Allie.
You know, that duck game was pretty easy. I just had to practice, try hard, and not give up.
This was George's favorite fair ever. Allie learned to practice and got her ducks in a row. And George got a bear.
Oh, I can't wait for the Apple Festival next month. You'll want to go with me because I know everything about it. I'm really good at picking apples, you know, and bobbing for them and eating apple pie. Oh, I'm really one of the best apple pie eaters around.
It was a special day in the country. Because tonight, everyone was coming to the Rankin's barn for a hoedown.
Hey, George!
George wasn't sure what a hoedown was, but getting ready for one sure was fun.
There we go. I tell you what, you kids don't know what you're in for. There'll be he-rides and square dancing.
Oh, and best of all, there'll be real live bluegrass music.
What's bluegrass?
Oh, lightning fast, foot-stomping music that'll make you want to jig. Oh, it's a hoot.
Ooh. Huh? George, do you hear that?
Say hello to the Uptown Bluegrass Band. Everyone, this is George and Allie.
Well,
Howdy.
hello
Hi there, kids.
Hello.
Howdy.
Look at all those fun bluegrass instruments, George. Like the banjo. The fiddle. The stand-up bass. And the mandolin.
And don't forget old Bo, best guitar in the world.
Of all the instruments, the guitar was George's favorite. It looked like the most fun to play.
I can't thank you enough for coming to play at our hoedown.
Well, couldn't let my old friend down.
Thanks.
Ooh.
You like old Bo?
You bet.
Well, thanks. I made it myself.
Really?
Now, that's a talent.
It was easy.
Huh?
Anyone can make a guitar. All you need are the right parts.
Ooh.
Speaking of guitars, are you gonna play with us tonight?
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
What?
Well, didn't you know? Your friend plays a mean bluegrass guitar.
Oh.
Yep. Here, take a strum on old Bo.
Oh, old Bo? I can't. And besides, there's still so much to be done, and yeah, my guitar's back home, and
Yeah, we'll get your guitar.
Great. Hoedown's at 5 o'clock sharp.
oh, 2 hours from now.
Okay.
Say, maybe you can help me think up lyrics for that song we were just playing.
Oh, okay.
You got it. Oh, Mr. Yellow Pants' guitar isn't all shiny like the pretty bluegrass one.
Allie was right. The guitar didn't glimmer or shine. In fact, it was dusty.
Oh, I know. Let's give it a bath. Grandma says there's nothing like a bath to make you bright and shiny.
George couldn't wait to see the man's guitar all bright and shiny,
Ooh, uh-oh.
but instead, the bath made it lumpy and peely.
Oh!
George needed another guitar for the man to play at the hoedown, and fast. And then he remembered.
Anyone can make a guitar. You just need the right parts.
George would make a new one.
Great idea, George. We'll make a new and improved guitar.
First, they needed some kind of box with a hole in it. They found lots of boxes, but some of them were flimsy, and none of them had holes. The one that was sturdy and did have a hole wasn't really a box at all. George's homemade guitar was finally taking flight.
You found a box with a hole. What's next? Oh, a long wood thingy to put strings on. Got it.
But the wood thingies they found were too skinny. Or too rippy.
Whoa!
George's guitar looked almost like the man's guitar. Except for those bumps. Nothing some chopsticks wouldn't fix. Now, George just had to wait for the bumps to dry.
I found some guitar strings. Yeah!
There were shoestrings, a yo-yo string, some fishing line, a picture wire, and rubber band. George couldn't decide which of Allie's strings to use, so he decided to use them all. He was almost done.
Oh no, George. The hoedown starts in half an hour. We need to hurry. Uh-oh. How do we attach the strings to the top?
These strings were attached to something that turned. If only George could find something like that.
Oh, yeah. That's good, George. Turning it tightens the string.
George's guitar looked great, and it even had lights.
Play it, George! Oops.
George's guitar looked great, but sounded awful. Now the man would never be able to play at the hoedown.
Hey, gang.
Hi.
George, did you find my guitar? Jerry and I wanted to practice.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be playing with this.
Well, it was nice of you to clean it for me.
You're welcome. But don't worry, Mr. Yellow Pants. You can still play. George made you a new guitar. Show him, George.
This is great.
Huh?
Oh, Bluegrass has a fine tradition of using handmade instruments of all kinds. Washboards.
Spoons?
But this is the only shoestring,
Fishing line?
yo-yo picture wire,
Tennis racket? Birdhouse?
rubber bandolin.
Hey, I think I've got the lyrics for your song.
Let me tell y'all a story about a monkey. He built an instrument to play with a birdhouse racket and a mess of strings. That boy was strumming every day. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin. Yeah! Let's go! Well, you don't need to take no music lessons. You don't even need to tune it all. A birdhouse mandolin's a cinch to play. Just pick away and have a ball. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin.
Yeah!
That monkey birdhouse mandolin. That monkey birdhouse mandolin.
Oh, I have to tell you, George, I am pretty excited. I've never been to a clown school before. Oh, just think. We get to see Pepe El Loco, the world's greatest clown performer. Okay, here we are.
Ooh.
Just have to find a parking space. Oh, look, there's one right in front. Ah, it's okay. There's still room for us. Wow! Pepe El Loco is popular. Why don't you go in and save some seats for us while I park the car? The show is on the 9th floor.
This was the best school ever. And that was the funniest messenger ever. elevator left without him. George decided he should take the stairs. The messenger clown dropped his bag and his hat and nose. Maybe the messenger clown was going to Pepe El Loco's show too. George could give them back to him.
Yes! Sorry.
The stairwell doors didn't have numbers, but George could still find the 9th floor because George could count. 1, 2, 3, George had forgotten what number he was on. Maybe someone inside could help.
A messenger! Thank goodness you're here. Why aren't you in uniform? Company rules. All clown school employees must be in clown uniform at all times. Now, Pepe El Loco, the world's greatest clown, will be here in 15 minutes to perform his amazing show. But he'll need this.
Ooh.
It's part of the greatest clown gadget ever. But it's top secret. Pepe mailed all the parts to different offices so no one would know what it was. I need you to pick them up and deliver them to Pepe.
George was excited to help Pepe. If he moved fast, he could pick up all the parts and still make the show.
The next gadget part you need to pick up is on the 5th floor. This will help you remember. Hurry! Pepe El Loco will be here in 14 and a half minutes. The elevators are tricky. Take the stairs to 5. You're on the 3rd floor now.
But how do you get from 3 to 5? George was super good at counting from 1 to 10, but counting from the middle was hard. And then George realized he could go down to the 1st floor, then count his way back up to 5. Okay, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there you are. Pepe El Loco will be here in 11 minutes and counting. Now hurry up to the 2nd floor and pick up the next part and make it snappy.
George didn't know how to get to 2 from 5, but he did know how to get there from 1. 1, 2.
What took you so long? Pepe El Loco will be here in 9 minutes. Your next pickup is on 8.
It took a lot of counting, but he finally made it to the 8th floor.
We only have 7 more minutes. Any way you can do pickups faster? Your next pickup is on 4.
George sure wished he had a way to tell what floor he was on without having to start at 1. Elevators had signs that told you what number came next, even if you were somewhere in the middle. George could make a sign, too.
Certainly.
I'm never gonna find a parking spot. Wow, thanks. Now, I just have to go to the 9th floor, which is a long, long way away.
Using his numbered fingers, all George had to do was count down from floor 8 to floor 4. 7, 6, 5, 4. At least he hoped it was 4. His counting system worked.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, you're here. Hey, your next pickup's on the 10th floor.
No need to start at 1. George's fingers told him exactly how to count from 4 to 10. George was on the 10th floor, but his delivery was practically on 10 and a half.
Take everything to the 1st floor quickly. Pepe El Loco will be here any second.
Made it! Nice nose. Hello, my name is Pepe. Oh, is that for me? My gadget! Oh, thank you. Now, to get to the 9th floor for my show. You're right. The elevators are tricky. Hold this for me, will you? Can you believe how hard it is to find a parking spot at this joint? The elephants need a garage. What floor are we on? I was busy with my gadget and forgot to count. I was busy trying to figure out what your gadget was. I didn't count either. We'll have to start all over. I'll be late for my show. Oh, the 7th floor. That monkey is a genius. He certainly is.
And now, introducing the world's greatest clown, Pepe El Loco, and his mystery gadget.
And it was all made possible by George. A monkey you can really count on.